We're on the west side of the garage. This is a landscape timer. Its dead front cover is missing. This is our electric meter. Power's coming from below grade. This is our grounding rod. We should have 2 grounding rods within 6 feet, and we don't have that. And that grounding rod is supposed to be buried 8 feet. It's not supposed to be buried 7 foot 6 inches, 7 foot 3 inches. It's supposed to be buried 8 feet, so it's not buried far enough. We've got some of our electric conduit over here. Some of it's to the timer, some of it might be to the to the timer. But we've got some exposed wires right up in there. Coming around on the garage west interior wall, we have 2 electric load centers. We do have surge protection on them. Our boxes are full of debris. Our dead front cover panels were not properly secured. We do not have enough screws. Our dead front cover plates, cover panels, were improperly labeled. That's handwriting. It's supposed to be printing. See where it says danger? That's printing. The manufacturer and the codes people think that should be printed so that you can read it. I can't read that. I don't know what these go. I can't tell you whether your air conditioning condensing units are fused properly or not because of that. Okay, so that's a good reason why it should be printed. Now, these cabinets have been recalled by Square D. There's 2 solutions to the recall, and I believe Square D will pay for either one of them. So everybody but an electrician will come out and torque something in these cabinets that wasn't torqued properly, and put a little orange sticker on it with initials and says that he came in, he torqued it, and he made it right, and that satisfies Square D, and that satisfies the code department, and that might satisfy you. Replacing the whole cabinet is always an option, but again, if it's just a matter of tightening a couple screws, why? Okay. So we got debris inside of our cabinets. We got our wires touching the cabinet covers. Our cabinets were actually secured into the walls with screws. The screws are fastened. Screws are tight, I get that, but they break under stress, sheer stress. Nails would have been better. Deck screws would have been better. All right, so we come along up here. I'm kind of looking at things. Now these are main panels, so our neutrals and our grounds can be shared. But we got bundling coming into the cabinets. Okay, we're not supposed to have more than 2 cables come through at one time. Kind of like that one's coming through one, that one's coming through one. See, sometimes they do it right. Sometimes they get a little carried away. So our cabinets are touching. You can see it's rubbing the cabinet cover. Hope that doesn't electrocute you when it's all powered up like that. Okay, our neutrals, these white wires right in here, they're not supposed to be double lugged, and they are double lugged. Any double lugged over here? Oh, you acted right over here. None double lugged over here, but we did all of our double lugging over here. All right, we've also got white cables. They should have black tape wrapped on them. If you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in here, but we've got what's known as white hots. Okay. And then when our neutral L1 and L2 is supposed to have a non-conductive rubber cover over there, or cardboard, but non-conductive. Again, if you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in the cabinet. And our main neutrals, if you don't know that's the main neutral, you don't belong in this box, man. But these main neutrals are supposed to be wrapped with 4 wraps of white tape. That's what we learned. Our grounding rod wasn't properly buried. We learned we got bundling. Our boxes were screwed in. We got hand labeling. Our boxes have been recalled. Our wires are touching the cabinet cover. We've got double lugging. We do not have protective covers on L1s and L2s. We do not have white tape on our neutrals. We have white hots coming to some circuit breakers. We got debris inside of the cabinet. Our bonding location is not labeled. And then we'll just kind of move along, moving in and grooving. This flagstone is kind of a trip hazard. That is what it is. Coming on, that valve leaks. We got a screen over our dryer cover. We got our dryer covers missing. Okay, moving on along. Disconnect is behind the condensing unit. Those are 410. Water heater. Piping discharges too high from the ground. When we go into the sub panel, bud, yeah, you want to stay on track? Okay. All right, so we're going to move on along over here. And this is another timer. By the way, that ramp is steeper than 3 degrees, so I wouldn't put a wheelchair on that. Okay, so this is what the dead front cover looks on the other landscape timer. Alright, and this is our sub panel, and really, except for the labeling, I can't see, and wires touching the cabinet cover. I'm not seeing any big sins here, so that's kind of